All right. So, welcome back to episode 5 of Are We Doing This?
Yes, we are, girl. Yes. And it's Friday Beach.
And there's mosquitoes out.
That's right.
Highly.
And we're always going to get bit because we're so sweet.
And they love us.
They love us so much.
Oh,
it's been a long week.
It has. Since being on this new medicine, it kind of has gone a little bit by fast, except for the parts where I was tired. It really makes me tired.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to. Well, it's not supposed to do anything. It's supposed to help me. In other parts of it, it doesn't make me tired, but I don't know. It might
just be your body adjusting.
It is.
Your
and
brain.
People on Google say it's that and things like
that.
It's
hard to tell. I mean, it's really hard to make it through like the first 2 weeks of any medication that affects your brain.
Yeah. It's because I was looking it up on Google, and since I do not know this word, I only seen a glimpse of it, and it's like neuropherines or neurophron. I don't freaking know. Something going on up in that head of mine where my brain's working. It's finally working. It seems.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
I'm glad it's helping you.
Yeah, it is. I feel much more in the moment.
Yeah.
I'm able to not be stressing. I'm
kind of get outside of your head a lot more.
Yeah, like we were in the toy aisle earlier, and normally I'm like, let's go, and come on, we need to pick something, we gotta go, and I was not like that. I was just being patient.
Yeah.
Wait until he picked his thing. I may have said it one time just to like get him going, but I was not like
Yeah,
I was not like that at all. And
you mask really well.
Yeah, that's what I said that to somebody.
You really do. But I can also get a sense of when you are feeling like,
yeah, and
we gotta get you have a million things all the time.
Yeah, you can probably tell right now how I was much calmer getting ready and start.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge difference, actually.
Yeah, I'm not like, it's been helping a lot. I'm just ready for the tired part to be over. But if it's not over, I am going to tell my doctor, like, this medicine is making me tired.
Thank you, next.
Thank you, next.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, girl. Whatever works, because it does take a while. Like, I don't know, not specifically with what you're on, but like for me with antidepressants, like all of our brains are different.
Yeah.
And so there's so many different medications for different kinds of things going on, and not everything works the same for everyone.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm proud of you for being a self-care queen and doing you.
I even got a freaking... Oh, speaking of that, I had to do like a full blood panel with everything, because I told her everything. I was like, and I need to make an appointment to do a blood panel. I need to get all this done, and today is when it's starting. I'm starting everything today.
Yes,
I'm doing
girl.
It. And she went ahead and wrote it down, and he came in there and we talked about everything. The doctor's really cool. I really liked him. He's very personable. He seems so chill. He was not like he was being a doctor, but he was being more like a friend also.
Yeah,
and I really liked that.
Manner.
Yeah, I really liked that about him. And he was like, okay, well, I was telling him I had some allergies and that I needed to get tested for COVID because Blake and them had COVID, or his family did, or whatever. And he was like, do you have bad allergies or anything? And I was like, yeah, I do get pretty bad seasonal allergies and stuff. And he was like, well, do you want me to send you in some Claritin? And something else. I was like,
for free?
Yeah, that would be great, actually. Thank you very much. And he was like, okay, we'll get you that sent in. We're going to do a full blood panel. You come in whenever you want in the next 2 weeks. I did it the next day.
Period.
And I have to do a stool sample. I had to do a pee sample. And
were you ready for it?
What?
The stool sample.
Well, I have it here still. I have 7 days to do it. Yeah, I have to
you already did
poop in this little tub thing and smear it on this card. I'm like, okay, good. That's amazing. I love that.
Let's get to the bottom of this shit.
Yeah. And he sent me some of the medicine in, and now I'm just chilling, waiting around until a month goes by, and so it's cool.
Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
It's good shit. Taking care of yourself, like at the doctor and stuff like that, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's harder than just going or having the money or being available to go, you know? I feel like it's all, for me personally, it's like, I feel really vulnerable at the doctor. Like, even if it's my physical health or my mental health, like, it's vulnerable for me. Like, usually when I have to go, I'm like in a lot of pain or like crazy. So I should go when I'm not.
Yeah. I know. I finally had to.
Yeah.
That's what I also told her. I was like, I have been putting this off for so long. I have not been able to make the appointment for some reason.
Yeah.
It's just not been happening.
I feel that. I'd cry. I called my mom the other night this week. I've been talking to my mom a bit this week. Because yesterday was my Uncle Nathan's birthday, Rib. And then today is Blake, my Pago, and my cousin Malachi's birthday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I know. Little Leos. But I called her and I was just like, I wasn't like going to cry on the phone with her. I just wanted to hear her voice and like see what she was doing, how she was doing.
Yeah.
But obviously I lost it like right away. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything. Nothing. Cleaning out my drawers in the bathroom. Whatever. And she's like, girl, you need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, there's a common denominator.
Yeah.
You do that. You be calling me crying.
You be calling me crying, girl.
I know.
That's funny.
I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. It's The Visit. It's called The Visit. It's crazy. I don't want to give too much away about the movie because there's a twist and everything. But these kids go to stay with their grandparents while their mom goes on vacation or something. But they've never been there before. Like, their mom hadn't been talking to her parents.
Yeah.
So anyways, the mom hadn't been talking. Like, she's estranged from her parents and she hasn't like let her kids meet them or whatever. But her kids are like, I don't know, 11 and 13, and it's a little boy and a girl. And they go to stay like weeks with the grandparents, and it's kind of normal at first, but then they're acting crazy, doing all this crazy stuff. Anyways, what I was going to say is not relevant to like the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
But the little boy, like, instead of cussing when he like stubs his toe or hits something or something, he like says pop stars' names. Like, he's like, Shakira, like stuff like that.
That's funny.
I think it's so funny, but I don't know if it's like too close, if I should just keep it a little more demure.
Demure. Dude, I've been hearing that word lately. Why? What is
I just thought I'd throw it out there because if your timeline's anything like mine, if your feed is.
It has to be, because I've heard it like 2 or 3 times this week.
It's so funny. I was trying to tell Jeffrey about it this afternoon. I'm like, so, like, you know how when somebody's demure, like when they're very and he's like, what is it? Like, what does it mean? I'm like, you know. And then I like kind of went and opened some videos, and he's in the meantime, while I'm showing him these videos of people talking, looking up the actual definition or whatever. But pretty much it's like modest, classy, like a little bit reserved and stuff like that. But in more terms, it's like, oh, I'm so modest, I'm so reserved, I'm classy, I'm shy, like I'm very demure. But it's also like a double meaning that the internet has given it, where it's like, oh, you know, I'm a crazy animal, I'm so demure, like I'm very demure. I don't know. It's just a thing. So
that's funny.
Thought I'd bring it up.
I don't even think I've ever heard the word.
That was definitely us last Friday night at the bar. We were so demure.
We were literally demurest.
We had the most demure bar crawl from one side of the street to the other. It was insane. You guys would not believe.
Crazy.
One day we may show the footage.
Maybe.
If you ask for it.
Yeah. If y'all ask for it, comment down below.
Well, we might not. We probably won't show all of it.
What did I do when I bent down? It looked like I was like I was really going like, I was just like going like this, but from the angle it looked like I was like I can't even do it right now. It looked wrong what I was doing.
It was Charlie. She just jumped into you, girl. The music will make you act up, and that was really what it was for us.
I know. And then on one of the parts, I was starting. Guess the color of your. I fully undid my belt, my pants, my zipper,
and
started pulling my pants down.
You're like dancing them back up and buttoning them and putting your belt back on. It's so funny.
I was like, what the
That's
heck?
my stuff, bro.
That's so funny.
That's so funny.
I sent all those to Haley and Veruca, like throughout the whole night. All of those 3-minute videos and all of those videos. And
what they
Haley said, I woke up the next morning and it said, Drake, you look like you had fun last night. Like I did. I was like, also sorry because I feel like I spammed the F out of y'all. They're like, it's fine. It was funny.
They basically, I love it because we have so much on footage. Like, I loved that we recorded all the way from one bar to the other. Mm-hmm. And when we got up in there, okay, the whole thing was we did the podcast and then we ended up meeting our friends out and going to the bar last weekend. And at the first bar we were at, we were like, there's no touch tunes or anything like that. So one of the bartenders is just Bluetoothed and playing Pandora or whatever. And we go up, we're like, can we request some songs? And she played like, I queued like 5 songs up.
Yeah, she was not listening.
No, she did one and then she switched to Pandora. I know.
I think she switched to her playlist. Or maybe it was Pandora. It was all kind of the same song.
Yeah,
it was definitely
Pandora.
Right.
Like
slow dancing, booty,
like
rubbing.
old Drake and like basically my boo type shit.
Yeah.
And which, don't get me wrong,
is good.
I can vibe with all day, but that was not what we were looking for.
Yeah, no, it wasn't what we were looking for.
We're trying to have a hip, recent, like we're up to speed.
Yeah, we were trying to have a brat.
It was all about the brat.
Yeah.
And so
it was not, we were getting total opposite, like, baby grind on me.
And we were like, I'm in love with the
I'm in love with it.
And I like the bartender.
Ooh, which one was that?
Yeah. But, and that's good. And I liked it.
It was good. Just not what we were looking for.
It wasn't cool because we just kept going back like, will you please play our song? Like, will you please play our song? Will you please play our song? And then when finally we could get our song played, we couldn't even get back to our people to enjoy our song. Like, we're also waiting on a drink. So anyways, we're done with that. And we're going to the next bar. We're just playing our song on Drake's phone. Like
my loudspeaker.
Yes, taking it was loud enough for us. We were taking our video and it was loud. Because we got in the other bar and they had like no music playing.
Dude, it was deader than a damn doornail in there.
It was dead. Our favorite bartender there looked like she did not effing want to be there, bro.
No, they were all shrugging, I feel like, when we walked in.
Yeah, no.
We was being loud.
Well, we just came in like, and we're still taking our video. We don't give a shit.
No.
And like nobody, it seemed like they did not want to, everybody that was out at that bar, besides the people we made friends with outside, were not trying
to do nothing.
Like,
they weren't trying to do nothing.
Yeah, they weren't even trying to laugh at or with us. They were just like,
I feel like we were the drunk annoying girls. We weren't.
No,
we weren't.
I don't. Yeah.
But I feel like to them we probably. Yeah. It seemed like that. Like for a second, I felt a little bit like.
Are we out of control? Yeah, we were.
And
I just ignored it.
Yeah, I was ignoring it because that's where we go.
And then when we went outside,
and they can wake up
and
get together.
Literally, they can just hurry up and get over that. No. When you made those friends outside and I went and sat down and talked with y'all, they were like, yeah, we just thought y'all were rolling or something when you came in.
They said that.
I was like, oh no, we're just having some brews and margarita and just 360, you know.
Yeah
Silly.
That is so funny. So the girl that we met, the dude and the girl, the girl works at the gas station.
Quick check.
Yeah She was like, oh, I remember y'all from last weekend. And Billy started feeling bad because he didn't remember. And I was like, what? And she was like, I was out there at the bar last weekend, outside of the bar, outside. And I was like, oh shoot, yeah. I thought you looked a little familiar. And she was like, yeah, that was me.
She was nice.
Yeah, she was nice.
I remembered her name.
I don't remember her name. I remember the guy's name because he went to school with Peyton.
Oh, okay. I did. At the end, I asked for his name again, and he seemed a little offended. But I was like, come on, bro.
Like,
you're lucky I asked. Not really. But I think her name was Megan.
Okay.
Or it was.
Yes.
Because that's Jeffrey's mom's name.
Yes, it was. You're right.
I did get her on Instagram, though.
Heck yeah. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So, I was going through my Instagram pictures the other day. And I may have already asked you about this, actually, but I started noticing that I used to like all my old pictures. I used to just like my pictures.
You were that girl. No. No, actually, you used to laugh at people who did that.
I was like, just one more like. And it was like, I'm liking my own pictures.
But honestly, that is such a power move.
And they were not good. Well, they were to me at the time.
They were.
I was trying to be so
demure.
I was trying to be like
the it girl.
I don't know, because I was a little bit lesbian back then.
Yeah.
Still am.
Yeah. Period. Same. We're about to party with all the gays.
I was just trying to get into it. I was trying to, I had the beanie on. I had
you were doing the mask thing.
On. Oh, yeah, I was trying to do this shit. Have you seen the pictures?
I've cribbed you a little bit. I'll have to do a deep dive.
And I would get like this, like up to the side, and like
you
do like
person.
Kind of. And I would wear my beanie back like just a little bit, and just like whatever. I was just trying to do it. And,
you did.
And I was doing it, but my pictures are so cringy when I look back. But I was liking all my shit.
I'm cracking
just
up.
Doing all that.
We can play cringy pictures all day because I was the emo girl. I was like drawing on my face. And
I have to freaking
like holding up signs like I'm doing site modeling.
Did you see Hunter's story the other day?
Yes, I messaged him. I was like, it's me.
I showed Billy and he started laughing. I was like, that was he said, me. Was that you? And I was like, no, I wish. My hair was never like that. I was like, but nature was.
It was me. I cut my own hair. I don't know what it looked like in the back, but I was like, layers. I'm just chopping it. I'm just chopping it and teasing it, and it looks good in the front.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I felt like hot
in the
shit.
Front, party in the back.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It probably did look like a mullet. It was cool though. So I loved those times.
That Christina Grimmie hair.
Yeah, I did feel cute. I was like, bump it up. You gotta bump it, girl. Yeah. Amber used to do it too a little bit. She had the hair.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that, I think.
I remember when Vincent got the hair. I was like,
the shag?
He used to go to and get his hair cut. All the boys used to. And then she would do shorter versions later, but yeah.
I was listening to this podcast the other day and they were talking about this and they were like, everyone needs to know about this. So I was like, this is actually really interesting. I want to tell Nature about this.
Ooh.
So there's two things actually. So there was this one lady, I don't know her name or anything, but her and her husband, whatever, he started like smelling weird to her. And so she started like, her friends came over and she was like, do y'all smell, does he smell weird? Like, does he like smell weird to y'all or anything? And they were like, no, I don't smell anything. But like, she could just smell him. And it was just weird. It was not what she'd ever, whatever, like smelled before. And, crap, what was the freaking disease he had? Parkinson's. Okay.
Oh yeah, Parkinson's, where they get all shaky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways. So she was asking her friends, like, y'all, does he smell weird or whatever? And they said no. Well, later on they went to the doctors and stuff just because whatever, he was, I guess, getting sick and they realized they needed to go to the doctor. Well, he got diagnosed with Parkinson's. Mm-hmm. And so they went to a get-together for other people who had Parkinson's. And she, as soon as she walked in, she smelled the smell that she'd been smelling all along, like on her husband. And she was like, what the heck? And so she knew this scientist or whatever, and she was like, you need to help me, like,
Use
figure out
this.
why I am able to smell this scent on my
Yeah.
husband, or why did I smell it as soon as I walked into group group setting or whatever with everyone. It was just like to raise awareness, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, they started doing studies and research and stuff, and they got her like clothes where like people who had Parkinson's and people who didn't have Parkinson's like got their clothes, and she smelt them and stuff, and she got all of them right, whether they had Parkinson's or didn't have Parkinson's. She got all of them right except one, and the one that she got wrong was she'd said that this guy has Parkinson's, and they said but he doesn't have Parkinson's. 2 weeks later, that guy gets diagnosed with Parkinson's. She can smell it on them, and she can smell it before they get them.
Girl.
Or before they get it. And or before they know that they have it. And so after that, basically she's just like, I don't know how she's helped in the world like with it, but like she has that way of smelling.
Wow.
It's just like some kind of gift, I guess. I don't know, but it's so crazy to me. But then they got into the subject of Henrietta Lacks. That lady, her cells like would her cancer cells or her cells or something like that, like would like multiply and multiply and multiply. So they use her cells to this day to help people who are sick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
She died. She was born in 1920 and died in like 1951 or something like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they use them to this day. And
wow.
Yeah, that's freaking
amazing,
nuts, isn't it?
Wow.
Like they use
like a bloodhound.
Yeah, they use her cells to this day.
Yeah, they're still reproducing without her.
I guess. I don't know. I don't get that part of it, or what they did, or how they figured that part out. But yeah, they use them to this day.
Wow.
It's freaking nuts.
That is nuts, girl.
I thought that was really interesting.
That is very interesting. I'm like, what? There's this really good movie called Love and Other Drugs.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a rom-com. It has Anne Hathaway.
Hold on one second. Sorry.
No, you're good.
It's Henrietta Lacks was an African-American woman whose cancer cells are the source of the HeLa cell line, the first immortalized human cell line and one of the most important cell lines in medical research.
Wow. Holy smokes. Holy smokes.
An immortalized cell line reproduces indefinitely under specific conditions, and the HeLa cell line continues to be a source of invaluable medical data to the present day.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mind-blowing.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Anyways.
Oh, that movie. It has Anne Hathaway and Jake Gyllenhaal in it.
Which movie? It's
called Love and Other Drugs. And they meet. I'm not going to give like the whole storyline of it or whatever. But they meet at a doctor's office. Mm-hmm. And he's a drug rep. Like, he's really new at his job. So pretty much, like, when there's a new medication, he's going and advertising it at doctor's offices and, like, giving people the pins and trying to push it or whatever. Yeah. And she has Parkinson's. So she's at the doctor. And they meet and it's whatever. They start having a thing. But he is there when they first start the drug Viagra. Oh. And so he's one of the people, like, going, and it's just a crazy story, but it's really good, and it's really sad. She has Parkinson's, and she's an artist.
Wow.
So, like, sometimes she can't do her stuff, and just whatever. It's really good.
Yeah.
And she gets naked in that movie. I will say.
And she gets naked.
I did see her boobs. I'm not gonna lie. I will say. Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's funny. So, do you want to take it away, or do you want me to take it away?
Girl, you could take it away, and I'll follow.
Okay. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, because we just watched this TikTok. I watched it earlier, but I wanted her to watch it. But it's basically about how these... Did it start out with scientists? Or did it just start out... Oh, okay. So she went down this rabbit hole about...
She went down a lot of rabbit holes.
She did.
She did say that.
About, like, if a soul was real or separate or something.
Yeah. It was like...
if the soul was a different being,
If they
like,
could,
do we have
people
souls?
were looking to find the soul.
Yeah. So people
Like
were
physically.
looking. Yes. Okay, so they were, and scientists started doing studies on it, and they would do studies on these people. Well, they like hooked them up to like a brain machine or something, and they would have them think about like other things, and it would light up at like different parts of their brain. But whenever they were asked to think about prayer or meditation,
Mm-hmm.
a part of their brain that would light up was their pineal gland, and
It's where your third eye is.
yeah, it's it's where your third eye is. But then she went down another rabbit hole where, does the soul have any weight? So she went down that rabbit hole, and there was a scientist who did studies on people who were actively dying at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and like
Had them on a scale,
a
like,
very
while they
sensitive
were
scale.
dying. Yeah.
Yes.
Very.
sensitive.
Like me, if
like
I was a scale.
grams.
Yeah. It's so fucking sensitive.
If it was me and I was a scale, that would be the
That
scale.
would be me.
But so as they were actively dying, every person that he was able to test this theory on, because it's known as a theory because he didn't get to do it on as many people as he probably wanted to.
1900s.
Early 1900s. Anyways, when they died, when they finally passed, their body, or the body weight, became 21 grams less than what it was.
Every single one
person.
Of them.
And so
when their soul left their body.
Yeah. So the soul, in theory, weighs 21 grams, and it is active and it is real. Obviously, that's what we talk about. But
Soul.
it's really crazy, and it starts getting into deeper rabbit holes and biblical things and this and that and this and that. But I thought that was really cool. That was really cool.
Too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Hunter's in the background.
Yay. Let me see. I might have a question or two. Sarah's texting me. Do you have a movie that was so sad, or even a show, but I'm thinking movie, so sad that you won't ever watch it again? Like you cannot watch it. You're not going to.
No.
No?
I don't.
Really? So you didn't watch Bridge to Terabithia?
I did, but I don't remember. I don't remember like crying about it or anything.
Or My Girl? That didn't bother you?
I didn't watch that.
I have a mean story from that day. Both of those movies hurt my feelings. And,
oh my goodness.
well, I just get really in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm a big crier. And even growing up, like, there were certain movies I was not allowed to watch.
Yeah.
And it's not because, like, I was allowed to watch pretty much anything.
Yeah.
But, like, Old Yeller, stuff like that, I was not allowed to watch.
Oh my goodness.
Because I couldn't handle it, bro. My granddad and my Gigi knew. I could not handle it, girl. Not the animal ones.
The only one that I can think of is my mom wouldn't let me watch The Passion of Christ whenever I was little. I can watch it now, but
Of course.
I haven't watched it now. I haven't watched it because I watched...
I'm glad you can watch it now.
I've watched clippets of it at church, and I'm like, dude, I cannot do this. It's...
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's definitely sad.
Have you seen it?
No.
Dude.
I know about it, though. And I've seen...
just the whole story of Jesus and all, like, everything, like, all of that and how that he was done and stuff. I'm like, dude, what the heck?
Different times, girl.
Major.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
No, it's crazy.
But anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
That was
you're
just the one
good.
that
I
came to
did.
mind.
Did I tell you on the pod? I'm sure I told you in real life about the sweet Mormon boys knocking on my door.
I don't know.
Well, they did a couple weeks ago after work, and I answered the door, and I was in a pretty good mood that day. So they're like definitely younger than us, but they're wearing their little badges that say elder, their last name or whatever. Like they're elders in the church.
Yeah.
And I've been to their church.
You have?
Yes, girl, I have been to their church.
Wow.
Amber's mom used to be married to this guy for a long time, and when they were working on stuff, he was Mormon, and so me and Amber always went to youth. Like, we always went to like Calvary.
Yeah, I've been there once to like, I went with a friend to the Vacation Bible School.
Yeah, we used to go there on 9th Street. We used to go to Calvary Baptist sometimes.
What's this one called?
Don't know. It might be also Calvary something.
Anyways.
But, and then I ended up going with Kayla or whatever, but we would always go to church together on youth nights, and she couldn't go to that church anymore because they were all going to his church.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, I cannot go to this church. Like, you have to come with me.
Jesus, sorry.
You're fine. I was yawning all week last week. all pod last week.
Gosh, I know.
I was bad. I couldn't help it.
I don't know what's
It's just
happening.
the whole week too. Friday, the whole week hits you.
Anyways, go ahead.
But we went a couple times. I went with her every time, and we went and we did their youth stuff, and it was different. Yeah. It was different than any other church I have been to around here, for sure. And we got in trouble a few times.
Really?
We got in trouble like every single time.
For what?
Goofing. We were goofing so hard, and we'd be laughing. Well, I guess we weren't taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
And we were there to hang out. When we went to these things, we were there. We love the songs, like we love everything cool. But at the end of the day, like, this is us hanging out.
Yeah, this was our hangout time.
Like, this is what we get to do, and nobody gives us a hard time about it, and we could just do whatever. And so, yeah. We got in trouble. One time we were watching a movie and we had like snacks. I remember we had like Welch's grape soda in cans and popcorn and pickles and stuff. We were in a room watching a movie on like a projector, like a school projector. And they stopped the movie like 2 times to get on to us, like for everyone. Like, if you guys cannot take this seriously or get it together, then some of you are going to have to go into the hall or be separated. I'm like, separated? We're going to get separated all the time.
That is
like,
funny.
We always got separated.
You're like, we've been separated our whole lives, like, even in school.
She's literally grounded forever. Like, this is when we get to hang out.
That reminds me of whenever me and Kayla would be freaking doing teen talent, and we would have to, because once we got all of our talents down and we were fixing to go to the competition, and this keeps flipping. I hope you can still hear.
I'm sure you can.
Okay. We would be we got done practicing and we got all of our talents down, and it was time to go to competition, and freaking we'd get up in front of the church and have to freaking perform our bells. Our bells do it. And, bro,
like Christmas bells.
It was those big golden bells.
Oh,
it would be going like big to small.
Yeah, I played them before.
Yeah, and we had a whole thing about it, and every single time we got up there to do it, we could not stop freaking laughing. I laughed so hard,
like that.
I peed my pants, dude.
I've peed my pants with her before.
The whole church would start laughing because we would be cracking up. Like, I could not breathe. I would have to, and she would trying to be holding in and like trying to get it together. But I just got the giggles every freaking time, and I could not stop.
Oh my god!
In front of everyone, and it was like, and I would be so scared when we got to competition that would happen, and it did one time. I did that in front of everyone at competition, and I had to freaking get it together really quick there, dude. Oh
I'm cracking up because
so funny.
I have a similar story with her.
It was so funny.
We were not playing bells though.
What were y'all doing?
We were singing. We were singing. Like, my first time ever on stage, she would always do the solos and stuff like that for our choir shows. And I'm like, okay, I want to do something. Like, I'm going to do it. We're going to do a song together because you're the best.
Yeah.
Like, she was I stand by it. She was the best. She was the best, and she's so musically talented.
Mm-hmm.
But and I was kind of honored. I'm like, it made me feel better about my own self.
Singing abilities.
Yeah, because she's not just gonna get up there with any old Joe. Like somebody who's really cannot carry a tune, she's not gonna do a duet with.
Yeah,
because she's too good.
Yeah.
And we freshman year, at the end of the year, we went on this trip to Galveston for choir, and it was me and her's trip. We were like, yes, it's our trip. And we had like saved this money, and we went to Victoria's Secret. We went to the mall, and it was all about those booby bikinis, like the push up bra bikinis from Victoria's Secret. And we're like, oh yeah. Like, we're getting these because we're going to Schlitterbahn. Like, I don't know why. We just had to be hot.
Yeah.
And we got in trouble. Of course, I always got in trouble for what I wore.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. That's my rebellious side. Like, that's where I had to show
what the freak? Gosh, sorry.
You're fine.
I am not meaning to be freaking yawning like that.
But we got back from the show. We sang No Air by Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks, and I did Chris Brown's part.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't remember who went first, but whenever it was my turn to sing, I laughed right into the microphone, girl. At high school, I was like, like, I could not stop. But I picked it up eventually. She's like,
that is so funny.
I'm like, yeah, I laughed.
She's like, I'm trying to freaking
I'm trying to help you, girl. Yeah, we're wearing our bikinis. No, just kidding. We did wear them, and let me tell you, I don't know what I was thinking back then, because, like, I don't know, some of my choices for fashion were definitely risque, and, like, would have been better suited on someone else.
Yeah.
Like, the bikini that I got on that trip was a push-up bikini, and it was white. You know, I was the palest person on that trip, probably, in my white... I don't know. And I wore white shorts.
That is so funny.
I look back on it. She's talented and goofy, though.
It.
I do. I'm like, why did I have to show my boobs?
With her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
Really sweet. Her and her family did a lot for me. Everybody, all of my friends' families did a lot for me.
Same.
All of my friends' moms, like, were like, you can come here, like, you can stay here.
Yeah.
As whenever you want. Yeah. Like, if you need me, call me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. So, like,
great.
I can stay a couple more nights right now.
Yeah, you're like, can I just stay the rest of the day?
Like, will you just adopt me?
Yeah.
Until, Katie's mom did. She adopted me.
Aw.
Yeah.
She's great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Katie's great. I'm sure her mom's great. I haven't met her mom.
Well, Katie's the best.
Yeah.
Their whole family I love. But
I can't wait to meet her mom. I feel like me and her mom...
You were going to love both of her parents. You're going to vibe with her dad.
Oh, cool.
You're going to love her mom.
Heck yeah.
You're going to love Lane. I love her parents. They were so good to me.
Everything's funny right now to me.
So funny. So demure.
So demure.
So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
What do you look forward to the most about getting older? Getting old?
Oh. I look forward to being more like my memas, because they were so clean. They had everything in order.
Yeah, just having your shit together.
Yes, they literally, every time I would walk in the house, you want something to eat? You want something to eat?
Go get you a glass of tea, baby.
You want some ramen noodles? There's a Coke down in the fridge. My mom, Frances, would drink Cokes like nobody's business. That's all she drank. She lived to be 94, and she literally only drank Cokes, bro. Like, only Cokes. And, so that, and just being... Are you talking grandma status?
Yeah, girl.
Okay, yeah. Hang on.
Yes.
Yeah, that, and having my kitchen all cute.
Yes,
and
girl.
All that, and yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
A grandma.
Yeah, I love that.
One day.
I definitely, think about... Well, I'm a very nostalgic person anyway, so I'm like, even after... even last night, I'm looking back on our weekends. I'm looking back on stuff.
Yeah.
Because I like to do that.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be fun. And just,
Mhm.
I know that I never want to stop, like,
Loving you.
yeah, exactly. Being social and just like doing crazy new stuff. Like, I want to
I'm gonna be a fun granny.
adventurous. Yeah, we're going to be doing stuff.
We're gonna be going to
I look forward to like
everything.
just gossiping on the porch, just doing silly stuff, you know, and also just sharing my experience and wisdom and my perspective. Like, because even now versus 2 years ago, I move completely differently. Like, I think a lot differently, and I know that'll just continue to happen. I never want to stop learning, so I think it'll be just like knowing everything will be cool.
Yeah. Going back to like sitting on the porch talking, it reminded me of my Mama Dita. She and her best friend Linda, they used to work in the cafeteria up at the headquarters.
Yeah.
And they were the cooks or whatever. And
love.
They were the biggest gossipers, like, of all. They would come in and why was she wearing that dress like that? Like, what? And they would be cracking up. And then they'd do that all day at work and come home and get on the phone and do it more.
It's just their thing.
Yeah, they old
like,
ladies.
Can I be mean for a second?
Yeah, and they were old hags, and it's just so funny looking back. And the way my Uncle Charlie explains it, it's hilarious. And I don't know. It just
a couple old hens.
Yeah, just chatting with your best friend.
Clucking it up.
Yep. Yeah. So funny.
Yeah.
It cracks me up every time he tells me stories.
I love that. So my great grandma, so my mom's mom, her mom was Charlotte, my Mimi. And then my mom's dad's mom was my Gigi Iris.
Yeah.
And they met whenever my Mago and my granddad were running around seeing each other when they were middle school age.
Yeah.
Like doing stuff they weren't supposed to do. And then it was this whole thing, and they had to get married because they were going to have a baby. Just crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And so during that time, my Mago ended up moving with my granddad's mom, my Gigi. And they were pretty close neighbors in Garland where I grew up. And they hated each other. They're completely different people. Like, opposite. Like, both sides of my personality are these women. Yeah. Like, my Mimi crazy. My she crazy, girl. She'll just say anything. Sometimes stone cold bitch. Like, crazy, a little bit bougie. And my Gigi was like, very demure, very modest, very like very
along with everyone
demure. Else. Exactly. She was though. She's like the definition of that. Very modest. Like, she had a boob job. I didn't know till after she died.
What?
I grew up with her like from the time I was 3 months old till I was 11, nonstop. Like, I had my own room. I moved a bed into her room because I had really bad dreams in my childhood. Whatever reason, I wanted to be with her. Yeah. Like, I would not leave her alone. I was like a butter knife or a dime on the bathroom door lock kind of kid. Like, unlocking the bathroom door. Like, I just have to be. I was one of those kids. Like, I have to be in there with you. What are you doing? What's going on down there? Yeah. Yeah. But they ended up just after a while. Acknowledging how different they were and then finding out what worked between them and what they did have in common. Yeah. And that became their relationship. Like, they were each other's best friend. During my whole lifetime, they were best friends. Yeah. My Gigi would always say, like, she's my best friend.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was. And they were opposite. So opposite. I remember going to my Mimi's house and, like, she had everything. Like, she had cable. It was nice at her house. And I feel so bad looking back because I know I've, like, probably made her feel really upset at times as a child because I would get there and I just wanted to go home. Aww. I wanted to go to my Gigi's where we didn't have shit. Yeah. Like, we had our pets. I had her. Gigi? Yeah.
That's cute.
It was always like my cat just had kittens, and then I had to go, and I'm like just trying to watch SpongeBob, but I'm like, it's not even giving me what kittens would be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to go through Mimi's closet and get all of her high heels out. She used to have red high heels.
Mm-hmm.
And she had tile floors. And I just put her dresses on and all around the house.
That's cute.
And one day, she bought me some ballet flats.
Oh my
She was
goodness.
like, you should wear these. Like, you should do ballet around the house. You don't need to do tap. Like,
She's like, can you cut
she's like,
that shit
shut
out?
the heck up, girl. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
But I did not stop.
That is
I love my ballet shoes, too.
That's funny. Did you do ballet?
No, they were just flats.
Oh, okay.
But they had the, like, little tie.
Laces or whatever.
I wanted to. I never got to do anything. I did soccer, actually.
Yeah.
When I was in kindergarten.
I wish I would have played soccer earlier on. Besides, I think I started sophomore year. Yeah, I wish I would have played like my whole life.
That would have been you, girl. I liked it. I had really bad asthma because my grandparents chain smoked all around me in the house my whole life. And as soon, horrible ear infections my whole life, asthma attacks, breathing treatments, inhalers. Like, I'm 11 and I move out. Fine.
That's freaking crazy.
Breathe. Like, no health
no worries.
problems ever. I never had another problem.
Wow.
Yeah, but they had that house since the 70s and they were smoking in it the whole time.
I bet their walls were like yellow.
Oh, they were. I have pictures of the last day I was there. And I have pictures from my childhood too. They were yellow, like brown. Like the wallpaper.
Yeah.
Ceilings.
It's on everything.
The ceilings, there used to be carpet. And people who are on fixed incomes, like Social Security, they were on disability and Social Security like my whole childhood. And it was just them.
Sorry, guys.
And so it was like nothing was gonna get redone.
Yeah.
For sure, unless we did it.
Yeah.
And I remember my granddad, like my Gigi was sick and coming out of the hospital or whatever, and ripping out her bedroom carpet himself, and it was bad. I was there. I helped.
My goodness.
Like a kiddo.
I was like a kiddo.
So this is like maybe TMI, but I don't think she'd mind. Bless her soul. Actually, she really would probably because she's very modest, very demure. But have you ever seen all the ads? Like I know, or commercials where people are like, if you've gotten this medical thing, then you have a lawsuit and make this call. Have you ever seen the ones for like vaginal mesh surgery?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Never heard of that.
Right, because it's not normal. It's like this crazy thing that they were doing and giving to women or whatever and talking them into this surgery to help like some kind of I don't know, like everything behind it, but because my Gigi never told me anything. And it was very personal to her. And that's why I'm weird about my health stuff too.
Yeah.
Because she was so weird about it. But it was crazy. So they gave her this surgery and it messed her up. Bad.
Oh, goodness.
Well, they sent her home and she was having all these problems. And they told her, don't come back in. We'll come to you. So they came to our house. I didn't find this out till after she died. They came to our house and did all these things to her.
What?
And I don't know. They made it worse. And they made her sign this stuff or whatever. That was, I don't know, all this weird stuff. And they threatened her, like, if people find out that we came here and did this, then they threatened her. So she was terrified. Like,
what the hell?
She was going through all these health problems. And she was so scared to go back to a doctor. She never went back to a doctor after all this.
Oh my gosh.
And, I mean, like, she had, I mean, I'm assuming she had COPD and she died from that because she died in her sleep.
Yeah.
And I was there for the aftermath of it or whatever. But she never got diagnosed with anything else because she never would go back to the doctor. But now,
holy crap.
Yeah.
What is it? What is vaginal mesh surgery?
I'll have to look more into it and everything, but it's a thing they did for a short amount of time.
That is wild.
They recalled all of these certain ones. Yes, girl, there's like a huge lawsuit about it. It's crazy. Yeah.
That's freaking crazy.
Yeah. But we could still sue for that.
Y'all should.
I know. I've been trying to say it. Well, my Mago tried to come and help my Gigi do it, and like started all this stuff for her, kind of without her knowing. But she came to her to help finish it or whatever, and my Gigi got so mad, Drake, so mad because she was scared of them. Like she was terrified of these people.
Oh my freaking gosh!
I know.
Were they even a part of the doctor's office?
They were part of something. Yeah, it was a weird under the rug kind of thing. I'll have to ask my Mago more about it because she knows, and my mom knows more about it than I do. But it was like a crazy trauma thing for her.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Yeah. So never let the doctors come to your house.
Yeah. That's crazy. Wow.
I know, that's dark too.
Yeah.
I probably have a question to leave us on a lighter note.
Okay.
What makes you different from most people? What makes me different from most people?
Okay.
And I'll tell them what makes you different from most people.
I think that you are... I feel like this is around the same compliments I've probably given you before, but I think that you are very willing to give and to help and to give everything that you have to someone, and you're very, very nice about everything. Like, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And but I think that you're a lot sweeter than most people that I know.
Thank you.
Yeah. You are very bubbly.
Thanks. I feel like it's always been my own responsibility to turn my attitude around for other people. And I remember from like a pretty young age feeling like it, not that it was my responsibility to like make the adults in my life happy or laugh, but I knew it felt good and I knew it made a difference kind of thing. And I always kind of thought about how words specifically really affect people, like for a long time, because they really affect me. Yeah. But you, I don't know, girl. You're just like, I always say the same thing too. Like you're the realest, most, it's like a unspoken confidence about like just who you are. Like you're not ashamed to just be who you are and how you are.
Thank you.
And you shouldn't be. And it's like an inspiration. And I always say it like has helped me a ton. But not only that, you're a caretaker. You are a caretaker.
Bro.
You always go out of your way to make everyone feel included.
I try.
And like they're a part of the party and they're part of the group and you're invited. Don't even ask because you're invited. Just show up.
Yep.
Like why aren't you here?
Yep. That is exactly. Yeah. That's how I feel.
And
I
it
want
makes
everyone to
people
be
feel
included.
special.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people aren't included.
I know, and I want everyone to be included because I have felt out.
Yeah.
I have felt left out a lot, like in situations like whenever I was younger and things like that with girls that I thought were cool, and I felt left out of that. And I never want anyone to ever feel like that.
I know.
And I just think that is not right.
I know. It's such a special quality though, because it's just
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's you, girl.
Thanks.
That's just you.
Well, I think that we're just both great.
Yeah, we're the shit. Take a big whiff.
Don't even freaking take a whiff. Freaking eat it.
Eat it. Just sniff. Just eat the white dog shit.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we love you.
That's the end. See you next week. Make sure. Let me sit up for this.
Make sure you
subscribe.
Kick that.
Like that button. Press that like button. Hit that follow button. Hit the bell. And freaking get all the notifications that when we post.
Yeah, that's right, baby. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we will.
We'll have some good tea. We didn't even tell anybody what we're doing this weekend, but we're not going to.
Oh, well, Darby won't see this until after.
Oh, yeah. I guess surprise party.
Yeah. So we'll tell you more next week about what we did tomorrow.
All we can say really is it's going to be very bright and very demure.
And it is. And it's all for Darbs.
Yeah.
So,
whoop, whoop. All right.
Anyways.
Love you.
Right.
Bye.